Taste Red Productions presents another Sleeping Beauty. It was a beautiful day on the Blue Mountain Quarry, and Luke was working there. Luke was welcomed right after the events where him and Thomas had gone off Owen, and finally figured out the truth of Luke knocking Victor off the boat. He was working in the Blue Mountain Quarry, shunting and pulling slate. Luke liked this job at the Blue Mountain Quarry. He liked pushing and pulling slate back and forth to the quarry and out. But one day, that would all change. One day, Luke was puffing through the tunnels of the quarry when suddenly he heard the siren alarm. What is that? Said Luke. I think. Then suddenly, Luke's driver saw rocks fall. The quarry is collapsing! Yelled his driver. And with that, Luke rushed out the tunnel as fast as he could, but not fast enough. Soon, the quarry had collapsed and he was trapped in the tunnels. Scarlo and Reneus were nearby. They panicked and rushed out the quarry before it was too late. Suddenly, everything happened at once. The quarry soon collapsed. The tunnels weren't available anymore, and some of the buildings had been destroyed. Luckily, Merrick and Owen were still alright. But now, the quarry was shut down. They had to dismantle Owen and Merrick and transfer them somewhere else with the help of Thomas, James, Percy, and Gordon. But as for Luke, he was stuck in the tunnel. Rocks had covered the entrance and exit of the tunnel, so there was nowhere he could go. He was stuck in there for always and always and always. That was until Duke came. Duke had a bunch of investigators in a coach. They were investigating the quarry years later. But as they were investigating, they heard a whistle. A whistle they never heard before and were unfamiliar with. What is that? Said Duke. I don't know, said his driver. This could be evidence, said one of the investigators. Well, what do you mean? Said Duke. Well, maybe some engine could be trapped here. Duke was skeptical, but decided to listen to them. So, they got anyone to help but Thumper. Thumper soon came and started hitting the rocks. Jack in the Pack was there, so Jack and Alfie picked up the rocks and soon dug out the tunnel to reveal Luke. Luke had been stuck in the tunnel for many years. Who are you? Oh my, it's an actual engine, said Duke. Why are you in here? Said Duke. Well, many years ago the quarry had shut down, all because of them collapsing. I was in the tunnels doing my usual run, but the quarry ended up collapsing while I was in the tunnels. I couldn't get out for a long while, until you guys came. Well, it looks like we found an engine hidden. I guess you can say we got another Sleeping Beauty, except in a different way. Workmen came to fix Luke up so Duke could pull him out the tunnel. Luke was still in shape, but a bit damaged after the collapsing years ago. Well, You are dirty. Really? Said Luke. I mean, there's a bunch of rubble in there, so could explain it. And with that, Duke took Luke to the steamworks to get him checked up. And now, Luke works at the quarry for always and always and always. Happily.